Hi, I'm Carol Lilly, a downtown development specialist with the Iowa Downtown Resource Center in Main Street, Iowa. Welcome to Main Street, Iowa's Leadership Webinar Series. In this segment, we will be harnessing the power of AI. Here to guide us through the process of using AI is Chris Corkery of Corkery & Corkery, a creative company based right here in Iowa. Chris, I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks, Carol. And thank you all for joining us on this AI seminar. We're going to go over just a little bit about what it is, how to use it, and how you can use it for your marketing efforts, specifically for creating content for your social media posts. But as you'll see, as you dip into it and play with a little bit more, hopefully you can see there's got a lot more power to it. But we're just going to go through some top level information just so we can kind of get everybody a little bit more acclimated with what's going to pretty much be sort of the standard, I think, as searching and results go in the next few years. So with that, we'll talk a little bit about us. Like Carol said, my name is Chris Corkery with Corkery & Corkery. My Sarah wife is the brains of the operation, and I'm the creativity. And I'm also the tech person when it comes to things like this and innovation. So we have a lot of experience together working on some pretty big brands, but we really like to focus on local, particularly Iowa brands, and to make things in all communities, no matter what the size and what the budget, to make them look as good as they possibly can and make them successful businesses right here in our own backyard. So with that, let's jump right into what is artificial intelligence? Well, it's called AI, which you hear a lot, and it's one of those buzzwords that gets thrown around. And really, to get down through all of the words I have right here, it's Google that acts like Alexa. For our purposes, that's what it is. For marketing, it's just a great way to get your creative juices flowing a little bit more by letting AI kind of kick you some ideas that maybe help you get on the right path, or at the very least help you define some of the things that you're looking for. So how can that help me grow my business, you might be asking? Well, what AI does is it refines a lot of that data and a lot of your personal preferences based on your prompts or what you're asking for. And it's giving you personalized recommendations almost immediately, which will give you some examples here in this presentation. So in a word, efficient is really how that can help your business. So you're going to hear the words prompt or using prompts that create the content. Prompts really are just ways that you can get AI to do what you need it to. And there's so many guides, tutorials, and things out there of ways you can phrase a question to get sort of the result that you're looking for. And we'll kind of walk through what some of those different prompts look like and how you get there. But just understand that AI runs on conversations. Really, like speaking to type is a very easy way to do it. If you're not comfortable with that, you can type it out, paste it in however you need to. The apps themselves are phone-based, but they can also be browser-based. And we'll walk through just simply kind of how you'd even get to that first browser-based answer with ChatGPT. Personally, I use Chat on AI. It's an app on my phone. It's powered by ChatGPT. ChatGPT is the super engine that powers a lot of apps out there, and Chat On has just got the best interface for that. Now, we are not sponsored by these guys whatsoever because they're, like I said, there are quite a few out there, and I just listed 4 more. But if you Google just ChatGPT or Chat assistants, and you'll see a very long list of, quite a few. I'd say from what I found, there's over 40 right now, but that could have changed in the time we record this. So moving on to the next thing is, how do you find the right tool? So I would recommend going to chat.openai.com. And when you go there, they either want you to sign up or log in. So to do that, you can do it with your own email address. If you have a Gmail account or a Microsoft account or even an Apple account, you can do that with a single sign-on. But once you create your account and they ask you for your birthday to make sure that you're not a little kid and, getting your in over your head and want to make sure that you're an adult. Not that you can do many nefarious things with it, but it's kind of an open source tool. So they want to make sure that that's in the hands of grown-ups, so to speak. But once you log in, you have this area where you can be helped. So you've got different ideas where it'll say, plan an itinerary, create a personal web page. There's different things that it'll prompt for you, but for what you need is just to be able to add your messages here where it says message ChatGPT. And so you measure that with your prompts, which we will talk about, but we'll define more clearly. In the next few slides, we're going to show real-time scenarios that show just how quickly this works. So under defining goals, we're going to talk about 3 different scenarios. And with that, we have independent bookstore that just opened, needs some ideas for social media in the holidays. We have a local restaurant that wants more breakfast traffic during the week. And then a shoe store that wants to target teens, specifically on Snapchat. Now, this goes into knowing your audience segmentation as well, but Snapchat is one of those platforms that a lot of teenagers are on. That doesn't mean you necessarily have to have it, but if your business is trying to get their attention, then you should be on the platforms that your potential customers are on. So we'll move into the first one, the independent bookstore. They're worried about opening a bookstore. Now they got to worry about how to get people to come in and buy it. So they're looking at the keyword in their prompts. They're writing out the things that they need to have the app or the chat understand to help create this social media content. It's a new bookstore, but it's an independent bookstore. It's called The Nook. It's in the Cedar Falls downtown district. They want to increase sales and foot traffic, and they want around the holidays. So you take that, you write it out, speak it out however you want to, but you plan it out. And here's an example of someone speaking to type it. It would be me in this situation. But as you can see, it's asking to write 5 Instagram and Facebook social media posts to help drive holiday foot traffic to their new store in the Cedar Falls downtown district. So it's giving them some of the prompts that we created. This person speaking, which would be me, maybe didn't remember what they said earlier, so they wrote it out, but you can see how quickly it now, just posting that now, we have 1 post, 2 posts, 3 posts. This is all happening in real time. 4th post, and we have a 5th post here, but just marketing copy like escape the hustle and bustle of the holiday season at the Nook. Those are just really good marketing buzzwords and hashtags. Even the emojis are a great addition. So again, you can see how just with a little bit of effort, you've kind of got a really good foundation for 5 posts already. Next, we have the local restaurant. Want to drive more weekday breakfast traffic. So again, they're writing out their keywords and their deliverables. So they know that they want to have a specific audience, so they're probably going to just put it on Facebook. They don't really have Instagram. They're working on that yet, but the things they want to do is they want to increase sales, foot traffic for breakfast, and they want some specials ideas. So here we see right now, they're going to speak that out, type it out, however, but really they want to get more weekday breakfast traffic, create 3 social media posts for Facebook specifically is what they have, along with an idea for a sale or special. And that's just to help drive traffic. Once that's submitted, we see it go right ahead into generating this post. It recaps what we wrote. We have Facebook post 1, Facebook post 2, Facebook post 3, and the special offer. Here they have the early bird beat the weekday blues special. And we can tell that that's it's a solid special offer that maybe they have tried or maybe haven't before, but maybe they want to make it 25% off or 10% off. But what this chat bot just did is it scraped the internet and said, what are some early bird specials, or what are some ways to get people in for breakfast? And it created this message about beat the weekday blues with our early bird special. It came up with the times, it stated it during the week, and it gave a percentage. Again, all stuff that you can use as your ground to build off of, but a great way to get your ideas moving from just in your head to actually something that you could possibly put out in the public. And last, we have a shoe store that wants to target teens on Snapchat. Again, your platform should reflect your audience. So with that said, we have the keywords that they're looking for. They want it to be on Snapchat, they want teen interest, there's going to be a shoe sale, and they want to drive traffic in April. So here we see this person is going to type this out. You can see the keyboards here, and you don't have to be the fastest typer. You don't have to be the most eloquent speaker. In fact, you don't even have to be really great at much other than understanding what you want the AI to do and who you're trying to target. The more refined you get, the more specific, the more accurate, and the more reliable the app should be to get you the messaging that you need to get as a start. So here you see This person sent me a hard time trouble spelling store, but again, there's no time limit on it. You can type all you need to, but really once you tap that little icon to send it off to space, so to speak, that's when the magic happens. And here we can see it happen in real time. So writing a Snapchat for teens during April. Step into April with style. Here's a huge long post, all with different types of marketing language and buzzwords and things like, so share a Snapchat selfie, you're rocking our new kicks. Words like that are targeting that specific audience. So it's another great opportunity to show how you can take just a little bit of information and turn it into a lot of content. So using AI in a post. We're going to take the breakfast example and just one of it and just show you, really, you get this live text that you can now copy or share or send somewhere. You got to get it on Facebook or social media platforms. In this instance, we're going to do Corkery and Corkery is the restaurant now. It'll be confusing to my several followers on Facebook, but we can take a look at it right now, how that would work. So here's that one post about starting your weekday mornings right. We open up, create a post. This is where we just copy that text from our app, from our browser, wherever we had sent it to. You could schedule it with your Meta Business Suite if you have that set up. But there you can just plug that live text in, add your photo. If you took our seminar, video seminar on taking photos with your phone, you should be able to get a pretty cool shot of breakfast. Like we showed you how to take some great natural lighting shots. And then lastly, this is what the post would look like. So now you can see your insights. You can turn it into an ad, and you can also boost it. Again, it's a really great way to go from just minutes of ideas for content to putting it right out on Facebook. It's a pretty quick process, and if you have your weeks planned and your schedule planned, especially through a scheduled post platform, you would be able to really clear up your content calendar and take that off your mind while you work on running the rest of your business. So taking the AI plunge, remember these three things. One, define your goals. You know your business better than anyone else, so you know what you need to do when you're trying to use this to generate messaging. And with that, make sure you tailor that messaging. So you've identified your audience, you have your keywords, and then lastly, you're going to generate this content by using different prompts. Try different ways of wording it. There's tutorials out there, even little printed out guides that give you some keywords to use to kind of get you the specific deliverable that you're looking for. But it's always good to just kind of iterate and work through and just see what gets you the best result that you're looking for social media. So with that, I say thank you. And this presentation was actually written mostly with the assistance of AI. What I like about it is that it can take a lot of complex information, what we're trying to talk about, and then we can refine it. We can make it tailor to what we need to do, but it's a great way to get a start on this. And I wanted to show just how you can take a lot of information from just a few ideas. Also note, there are instances where trademarks and names can be used and cannot be used, depending on the ChatGPT's licensing and things like that. This is by no means a legal presentation, so just use your best practices for any retail offers and details. But know that this is really just a way to get your ideas moving. And with that, I thank you. So I'll turn it back over to Carol.
Thanks, Chris. I think one of the things that really stood out to me with watching this whole thing unfold was the word efficient, and the time that people will be able to save once they start practicing and applying and scheduling these things out. I think it's really great information. So thank you so much for providing this information for our team. And to those of you watching, thanks for participating. We hope to see you in the next leadership webinar. Thank you.
Thanks, Carol.